Almajiranci is a common practice in the north, where parents entrust their young Muslim boys from the ages of 5 to 12 to a malam. This malam transports these kids to other northern states with the sole purpose of teaching them the complete Holy Quran. During this process, the kids tend to feed for themselves by begging, and not only for themselves but also for the malam. With me here today, I have Musa Abdusalam, who has gone through the challenges and hardship of being an Almajiri. Welcome, Musa.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Can you please tell us about your, you know, your name? Tell us more about yourself.
Okay. Sunana Musa Abdusalam. I hail from Sokoto, but I grew up in Kano as a result of Almajiranci.
So, how was growing up for you without any parental guidance?
Um, Growing up without any parental guidance was really hard. It was hard for me. Firstly, I never got to know my dad. So my dad was I didn't have a fatherly figure in my life. And while I was at the age of 5, my mom had to remarry somebody. And the man she remarried, he was very strict on me, was very hard on me. He didn't like me. So my mom wanted peace to reign in the house and she loved the man. So she wanted to please him. Her pleasing him, she gave me out for Almajiranci. So I was at the age of 5, I think we were about 700. We were transported from Sokoto to Kano. At that time, I didn't even know I was in Kano self. So no parents, no parental guidance, nothing. So it was very hard for me to strive, to survive, to feed, and all those kind of things. So it was really challenging and hard.
So, Musa, was there any particular challenge that you found depressing while growing up as a child?
Particular challenge. More like how many challenges did I go through, because there were a lot of challenges I went through. I remember when we arrived at Kano, the Malam there, he is a very strict man. He was a very strict man. Like, he was very harsh. And when we arrived there, he told us that he asked if anybody was a bedwetter. And me that time, me, I've been the priest for bed. I was a bedwetter. So he asked us to raise our hand. I raised my hand among some others, and he instructed us to be sleeping outside. So at the age of 5, I was sleeping outside. When there is rain will beat me outside. The cold nights, when there is cold at night, meet us outside. So it was really hard. That is like one of my challenge. And another another challenge I went through. I'm sorry, please. So while we were sleeping outside, some men they do come and they sleep with us, they rape us. Like, when they are done, they'll give us about 200 naira, sometimes 100 naira, sometimes if we are lucky 500 naira. It was really hard to be able to sit down after that. It was really hard going to the toilet, even walking safe. Well, we are. So that was another challenge I really went through. I Up to now, I still find that moment traumatic in my life.
I'm so sorry, Musa.
Thank you.
How about your eye? Were you born with it?
No.
So what happened?
Um, I remember. Sorry, please. I remember some bullies, like the boys that are older than us, like tell us to go and steal from farm. We steal corn, we steal watermelon, fruits, vegetables, and all that. So while they will instruct us to go and steal, they will threaten us not to, like when and whenever we are caught, they tell us that we should not say their name. So there was this time we went stealing and I got caught. Unfortunately for me, I was the only one who got caught. And the owner of the farm, he beat me. Like he beat me to the extent of I couldn't walk. I was sleeping while I was going to my macranta alone, that is where we were staying. And I told my madam that because he asked what happened. So I had to lie. I had to lie that I fell in the gutter so that the boys won't beat me again. So what I did was to stay away from them. I started avoiding them, and they became angry. They became angry with me. They were like, "Why would I be avoiding them? Am I thinking that I'm better than them or what?" So they targeted me when I was in a lonely area when I was begging. They took me to a bush and they held me down. And from nowhere, somebody plugged a stick into my eye. That was how I lost my eye. And I remember after everything, I went back and told the Malam. Still, he didn't believe me. He said that I'm a liar. Because the man, particularly, he never liked me. I didn't know why. I don't know why. He never really liked me. So he thought I was a liar. But he called me a liar. He didn't believe me. That was how I lost my sight.
I'm so sorry, Musa.
Thank you.
I can only imagine what you've been through.
Yes.
So, what motivated you to become a man that you are today?
Okay, my motivation there was this time I became very sick, very ill, because I was sleeping outside and the mosquitoes and everything. So I became very sick. It was one woman that was staying close to where we were camping that noticed me and she took pity on me and she helped me. She offered me drugs. She treated me while I was even sick. My Malan wasn't happy at all because he was like, "Wow, my!" He thought I was pretending, despite the fact that he saw me shaking and all. Thought I was pretending, so he was angry with me. He said that, uh, my mates they are outside, they are begging, and me, I'm just here lying down, pretending to be sick. So he was mad at me and he was angry. So at that time, I had enough. I had enough of everything. So I wanted to move out, but I was really sick. But thank Allah to the woman. She helped me, she treated me, I was able to recover. And after I recovered, immediately I ran away from there. There was this like tailoring village that I do go to beg there. I see there are some young boys there that I do see that I admire to be like them. So while I ran from there, I took shelter there. I was sleeping there. I was sleeping there. That place became my new home. So consistently, I was there. Then one fateful day, a man came to me and he told me that, oh, he has been seeing me sleeping there, what happened? I should tell him my story. I gave him my story. I told him my story, and he took pity on me. He told me that, okay, since those are the things I'm going through, he will take care of me. Like he will teach me tailoring. So that was how I got to learn tailoring. And I remember we were like six in the shop at that time learning tailoring. But I was the one who learned how to like cut clothes, join clothes together, and giving my designs. I was the first among all of those boys. So he was really impressed with that, and he took it upon himself to to put me in a tailoring school, like a fashion designing school that would help me develop myself very well. That was how I so he was my motivation. He motivated me into being the person I am today.
There you have it, guys. With Musa's story that he just narrated to us. I suggest that parents with children in Almajiranci should check up on them regularly, and also the malams should introduce skill acquisition to their programs. Thank you.